Factor review. Looking at the first question, the rule about factoring you should always think about is to see if there's a greatest common factor. We call that the GCF for short. So if you take a look at this one, looking at the numbers 2, 6, and 4, the factor 2, in other words, 2 is divisible by 2, 6, and 4, so we're going to factor out the 2. We look at the variables. There's not an A in the last term, so we can't factor out any A's, and there's not a B in the last term, so it's not common to all the factors. So 2 is the only thing we can factor out, which leaves those variables there. 6 divided by 2 leaves us 3. Our variables stay there. 4 divided by 2 leaves us 2. The second example is a review of trinomial factoring, where we open up our two sets of brackets. The first term in each set of brackets would be x, because x times x is going to give us our x squared. Then think of two numbers that multiply to -28 and add to 3. Sometimes with the minus sign, I think of subtracting what subtracts to +3. So if we think of 7 times 4, so 7 times 4 gives us 28. One of them has to be positive, one has to be negative. If we have a +7 and a -4 here, and we check our inside and our outside terms, we can see how that adds to a +3x. And number 3, we just reviewed or learned difference of squares. So we have a perfect square minus a perfect square, square root each term. So square root of x squared is x. Plus and minus are always our signs. Square root of 100 is 10.